Hello and good evening, and welcome to December from my side again. Today I will start in with translation in model-driven apps with Azure OpenAI. And that is a topic, you hear it, it's AI, right? But we have a little different than our other speakers. So first of all, this is a collaboration of Serkan and me, and we have come up with an architecture for calling OpenAI from a model-driven app. So yeah, okay, it's nothing fancy. You see it here on the screen. We have a translation on the bottom right. So this is an Dataverse entity. And whenever you save one of these records, this triggers a Power Automate flow, which talks to a Azure function, and that then calls the OpenAI services, gets back the response, returns it to the flow, and it persists really the answer to this translation table. And right here, there are already some decisions, right? So first of all, this is an entity down there, the translation. This is not a Power App, so a Canvas app you could imagine like with a text window on the left and on the right, and in the middle you have a translate button and you click it and then you have the translation, like you know it from maybe Google Translate or DeepL. No, this really persists the things because it allows you to trace who has seen what translation when you later need to investigate some errors and maybe it was lost in translation. And the second decision I want to point out here is that we do not directly call the AI services from the Power Automate flow, but we use this function in between that does the prompting, and that has the advantage that it's decoupled. So you can deliver new prompt, some changes there that make it more robust without deploying Dataverse, because that is usually service disruption for the users, especially if you have bigger solutions. But if you just change an API in the background, that's you can even do it without any downtime. So if you use something like a hot swap, but you see there's a lot of space on the slide still. So we thought about something else. How can we make this more useful to organizations? And that is the term store. Basically, that is a dictionary. See that we have used for the sample legal terms. So yeah, legal language is very specific, right? And you need to translate certain things, certain words, sentences in a certain way, and you don't have room for interpretation. And also with like engineering, technical terms are sometimes people are really picky about them being translated correctly and not roughly meaning the same. So we can feed that here into our translation service and work with it in the AI. And well, the last thing, how do we get now things into our term store? Simply, we've added a second entity term. We will push this via flow to a second endpoint in the translation service, and then it will store it there. Also here, the same decision. Yeah, we do not do it directly because so how this works here in the background, how this information about the terms reaches the AI, this can be really flexible. So that is something Serkan will tell us about how this works, and so we can have this abstraction layer in the API, so it can decide where is the best place to store these terms. So in the next videos, you will see Serkan first talking about this OpenAI integration, so the top right part and the different possibilities of the term store. And then in the third video, we will talk more about the options and how they can be implemented. So there are certain buzzwords like RAG and fine-tuning for models. And then in the last video, I will show you what the front end looks like. So if we implement this, how does it feel for the user? With that, I'll leave you to it.